Hello everyone, thank you guys so much for tuning into this informational video for your challenge number. My name is JOCELYN, and again, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. Also, thank you guys so much for all your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It is greatly appreciated. So, your challenge number. Let me start off by saying the word challenge is not a bad thing. This is just something that means that you will have to overcome something, okay, that you're going to be faced with. Is to overcome any type of fears, doubts, obstacles within your life. God or the universe will set you up with some type of test so that you can overcome it. So it's not meant to be a hard thing. Life is meant to be easy. So the word challenge, once you can embrace that word and once you can accept what it really means and the true meaning of the word, then you can become highly successful. It's only hard if you are rejecting that word. If you are saying, oh, challenge means, oh, I'm gonna fail. If you say that, then you're gonna fail, okay? So I just wanted to start off by saying that because I know when people see that word, they get intimidated, they get fearful, and that is what a challenge is for, so that you can overcome those fear-based thoughts, okay? So this is the only number in your numerology chart that uses subtraction to calculate your number, okay? So you only use subtraction in challenge numbers. And just like your pinnacle cycle number, it is broken up between 4 different periods. The only difference is with your challenge numbers, it's an approximate. It doesn't have any like specific time frames that you will go through these particular lessons, okay? Let me not even say challenges, lessons. So during this particular period, the third challenge is the main overall energy, okay? So let me start out by just saying that. So that is the energy that is going to be felt through the duration of your entire life. Now, your first challenge is approximately, well, it is from birth, but it's approximately will end until maybe about 30 to 35 years of age. And this number is the difference between your birth month and your birth date. So, for example, if your birthday is May 1st, you would subtract 5 minus 1, which gives you a 4, and that will be your first challenge, is a 4. Now, challenge number 2 is roughly, like I said, from like 30 to 35 years of age to about 55 to 60 years of age. So it'll be a roughly around that time. And that is the difference between only your birthday and your year. So with my example, May 1st, let's say May 1st, 1990. You will add up you would subtract 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0, and that will give you that challenge number. So your third challenge, again, is the main challenge, is the one that you will be feeling throughout your lifetime. So that is the difference between your first challenge and your second challenge. So it'll be the difference. So let's say your first challenge is a 4, your second challenge is a 2. 4 minus 2 equals 2. So your third challenge of a 2 is going to be felt out throughout your life. Okay. You may have like different tests here or there to learn those particular lessons so that you can remember. Okay. This is what you're going to have to go throughout. Okay. Also, the fourth challenge, last but not least, the fourth challenge is going to be felt from maybe about that 55, 60 years of age through your departure, through your transition. So it's going to be felt the remainder of your life, the latter years. And that is going to be the difference between your birth month and your birth year. Only the month, only the year. So in my example, May 1st, it will be 5 minus 1 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0. Okay, so you will add the year, but you will subtract that month. Okay, let me get that clear. And then it's no negative numbers. So you'll just subtract it. So whatever the bigger number is, that's the number that you subtract. Okay, so let's say your birthday is like May 9th. Instead of you saying 5 minus 9, it gives you a negative 4. No, you will say 9 minus 5 is a 4. Okay, so there's no negative integers in that. Also, if you do have a challenge number of a 0, that is very common. So don't be alarmed by that. There is a such thing as 0. And there are only 9 numbers in this particular lesson. So there's no master number. So even if you do add up to an 11, you don't have a master number 11. It'll just be a 2. So it'll be, the numbers are represented 0 through 8, okay? 9 is a challenge number, but 9 is also has the representation or the energy as a 0. So if you have a 9, you'll just look at what 0 means, okay? And then that'll be the numbers. And the only reason why that is because 9 and 0 have like the same representation. They have the same characteristics. So with that being said, let's move on to your challenge number. If you have a challenge 7 in any pinnacle throughout your life, you must learn to have faith. You are a very intellectual person, and you use more so of your left brain than right brain to really analyze and figure things out for your life. But during this particular challenge, you are going to be faced with that most things in life you really can't see. So for example, like love, like describe love. Like what does love look like? Like it doesn't have a touch or taste. It mostly has an emotion and a feeling, and even emotions, you can't describe it. You can't really see it. You can just feel it. And then your thoughts as well don't really have like a color or a size. You get what I'm saying? It's just there. So you have to understand that most things in life you can't really see. So once you do figure that out, that is going to teach you how to have faith and how to trust into your own spirituality. Also, you don't believe anything anyone tells you either. You are the type of person that you have to see it to believe it. So you may always say that, like, no, I see it. I believe it when I see it. Those type. You're that type person. So you don't believe nobody. Like, even if someone is telling you, even if you ask a question and someone gives you the answer, you always have to go behind that person and research it yourself, which is okay. You know, it's all right to do that. But at the same time, you have to learn how to trust. You know, this is also, this challenge is all about having trust. And not really, I wouldn't say just believe what everybody is telling you, but sometimes you're going to have to just learn how to like relax in it. You don't have to always analyze different things. Some things don't even come with an answer. So you have to understand that as well. And also, this is where you need to learn how to relax as well. Like learn how to just let things flow. Learn how to let things free. Allow natural order to happen in your life. Because that you don't really allow, natural order to happen, you will have transformations during this particular period because you will be forced to believe and to set your spirit free. So you're going to be forced with that. Also, you may feel like you don't belong here, or you may feel like you cannot relate to anything or anyone on this earth. You may feel like you're the anomaly, like you're the exception to the rule. You may also find people immature at times. You may take things like a little too serious, and you need to learn how to lighten up as well. But this is letting you know that you just need to learn how to relax. So it's okay to have fun. And so everything is not going to be like by the book sometimes. Like sometimes you're going to have to go rogue on certain things. And when you do go rogue, you're going to have to trust that everything is going to happen for the best possible way for you. And even if you feel like people are just really immature, like people don't really make sense sometimes. Like, why do people do this? Like, you may also ask yourself that a lot. Why do people do the things they do? Like, why are they doing that? This is stupid. Like, what purpose does this have? Like, you always look for the purpose of things, which is a beautiful thing, which is fine. But sometimes people just do things because they like to. Sometimes they do things just to have fun. But this is a very serious energy. Like, you always want to know the why. Like, that's the main question you have. Why? Like, when somebody says, hey, you need to put this at this spot at this time, you always ask why. You always want to know the reason of why. Like, you always try to find reasoning when you have this particular challenge number in your pinnacle. And sometimes things don't have a rhyme or reason. Sometimes things are just there. It don't have no answer. Like, we're doing this because we do it. Like, there's no rhyme or reason. But you always want to find a reason why. So just learn to relax. Like, learn to just be free and just be like, okay, I see you guys. I see what you're doing. or learn to relax and say, well, God, I don't see what you're doing, but I know that you're doing things for the best of my own good. So also, God rested on the seventh day. I wrote this. God rested on the seventh day. So everything under the number 7 represents time you need to relax and search within and process things and just, just sit back and just observe and watch, okay? So that 7 represents rest. Once you overcome this, you will become highly, highly intuitive. You will become how to really get in touch with that God energy within you because you're just sitting back watching. You're not really over analyzing things. Some of you may have Virgo heavily in your chart as well, or Virgo may be like one of the big 4, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But you overanalyze a lot of different things. And that's a great thing because that shows you how intelligent you are. That shows you how you can pay attention to the details of things. That's fine. That's beautiful. But also, everything is not in detail. Things are just there. So once you understand that and once you do take that step back and really be one with that, then you could become one with yourself. You could become highly intuitive, highly, highly successful because you will have a direct line. You have a direct connection with God. And once you have that direct connection and once God comes in to talk to you, to tell you certain things, meditation is very key during this particular challenge too, because you need to start going within. You need to start really listening to yourself and listening to that God energy within you. And like I said, once you can do that, because you have that direct line to source, the direct line to God, you can become very, very successful and you will live a true life of purpose, of passion, and of just understanding and just loving a lot in your life.